All right. I'm Tempest of Slyboot Studios. Today we are looking at a brand new user script from another player, a fellow clanmate of mine, Coastis, if I'm pronouncing that right. He wrote a script. I'll pull this up here. IQRB, let's see, we called it, it used to be called Battle Stats. Hold on, let me see if you guys can see this on the stream. Yep, a little bit more. Use at the bottom here of the IQRPG.guide. If you go down to user scripts, and then we had a link here to Battle Stats. Click over to Battle Stats, and let me make this page a little bit bigger so that y'all can see it. It doesn't want to scroll. Here, let me just bring it down here. So it used to just keep track of some player stats, mainly around combat, damage, hit, accuracy, minimum health, stuff like that, the enemy. And now it's been expanded to keep track of all possible in-game drops per hour, per day, total for battlers, gatherers, crafters, and dungeoneering drops. And actually, I'm going to just take a moment here. I want to just share this a little bit more proactively. Let's go back to our game here. Let's go. All right. And let's give a link to the script. Drop this in chat. Tracks all gathering, battling, etc. drops. So what I thought was really interesting in here, so what the script does, you'll see on the right side there's my log, and on the left side down below skills we now see a section called drops per hour. And it's been running now for about 27 minutes. And it's just a list of the drops that it's found within that 27 minutes. So if I switch over to total here, because I think that's a little bit more clear. This works for drops. This works for attributes. It doesn't work yet for masteries and skills. And I think that's understandable. This is really just, it's parsing the log for drops. Things like golden resources are already kept, the game already keeps track of that in your action tracker. So this is something new. So far in the last 27 minutes, I found 6 tool components, 2 sandstone, 0.04 dodge, which would be 4 dodge drops because they're 0.01 each, and 4 health stones. So that's pretty cool. I can see what it's going to project, how many of these I'm getting in an hour. So this is just a bit of a forecasting. How long has this thing been running? What do my drops look like? And then it's kind of just estimating based on the drops, how many would you get in an hour. The smaller the duration of time that this has been running, the less accurate that's going to be, right? If it's only running for 1 minute and you've got a drop, then the average is going to be like, oh, you're going to get 60 of those over the next 60 minutes, and that's not entirely true. You're going to want to let this run for a few hours if you want to get accurate numbers. It's also got a day, so how many am I projected to get in a day? So again, the longer this runs, the more accurate this is. Right now it's projecting 300 tool components a day, 100 sandstone, 2% dodge, etc. And then I could see my total. I could also reset it. So we'll just go ahead and do that for a sec. I'm going to hit reset. It's going to clear that up. It's been running. Oh, and I immediately got a dodge. So that's cool. Yeah, so you could see here, it's been running for 5 seconds. It thinks I'm going to get, 200% dodge today. Now it's 120. Now it's 66. So I think this is really great. It's a script, just to mention it again. This is just a user script up on Greasy Fork. If you go to the IQRPG.guide, right, in the sidebar down here, let me shrink this again. In the sidebar down here, the very last thing is the user script link. You click this, you get the audio script, you get the header and animation remover. That's a very simple CSS thing that just gets rid of the IQRPG image. But then there's battle stat, and now we're gonna have to update that to its new name and give it a good description here. You click this link, you're gonna come over here to IQRPG. Stats, Greasy Fork, what do we do? So we use Tamper Monkey, is a browser extension that runs these scripts. You're just going to hit install once you get the extension, and then that's all you do. Just refresh your game, and that's all it takes. Again, this script is done by Coastis. Fantastic script. So we'll just take a look at the code for a second, because I enjoy some of that. And actually I have a dark, do I have a dark mode version of it? Yeah, I prefer a little dark mode of this. Let's just see. Yeah, so right now it's just finding dodge. I'm just in the abyss. But if I switch over, and actually let's just do this, just an example. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. It's just fine. I'm going to go ahead and resume a dungeon. Let's see what dungeon I was partially doing. I think it's probably one that gives credits. Yeah, I'm in the vault. So I'm going to clear out my log. I'm going to clear out the tracker and let this run for a minute. And I'm just going to see I'm curious if he also got the credit dropping, but that's why we're going to look in the code and just see what exactly he's tracking. Oh, this is about to finish. Let's see. There it is. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. Let me flip over to total. So total 6 credits, 127 dungeoneering tokens. Great. I like that day forecast. You're going to get 17,000 credits if you were to run that vault. I don't know. Like if you were to get that vault drop constantly for a whole day, that would be amazing. But yeah, this is really great. So it works for dungeons. The only critique I would have, the only, I guess, request I would have is if the rarity coloring would also extend into here. So we had that yellow or gold color for credits. We had the blue color for any rare drops. I think that would be a nice bit of polish. But that's it. I think this is great. Let's take a look at the code itself. I'm just gonna, and I'll just increase the size of this stuff, and I'm just gonna go through this quickly because I'm curious about this. Okay, can you track boss battles, clan battles, abyss battles, min health percent? True. Okay, I haven't actually done battle. Does it do something else in battle? Oh, because this originally was a battle script. So here, let's flip over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the original. I know that's really small text. Let's see if I can increase the size here so you guys can see. Battle set by Coastis. You deal a total in 42 hits with an average. Your health reached a low of 3. Okay, so this is really cool. That right here, and Coastis, I would definitely say like this right here, maybe you should make like a color or something like that so it stands out a little bit more. This right here is really important information for a battler. We usually move up a mob when we've done a certain amount of success. So you can see I'm 100% here for 5,100 fights. But how close am I to winning, right? Am I winning by just 10%? Am I winning by, hold on, my camera went. There it goes. Am I winning by 10%? Am I winning by 50%? So this is great. It tells you, hey, the lowest you've ever reached was 33%. So if you were to let this run for a little bit, so this is fantastic. Let me zoom back out again. Cool. Let's see. Now I wonder, does it keep the drop count if you close and open the game again, or does it reset? Excellent question. So we have drop if like if he's storing it in local storage. Let's see. Let's refresh. It's cleared. It's cleared. So that would be a wonderful feature request to take the log there and store it. Store it in browser storage. The browser, local storage. Yeah, because session storage is going to clear if you close the browser, but local storage will persist. So that'd be great. What I really appreciate here is he's parsing the log. Awesome. And then what's he looking for? Yeah, he's creating the panels. Good comments on the code. Yeah, parsing through all that stuff. Awesome. So we're skipping. Oh, here's the skip list. We're skipping gold rushes, action bonus, resource rush, skills, mastery, wood, stone, and metal. So, who knows? You could. It'd be interesting to extend this so it captured everything, but this is great. Everything else it's pulling in here. Awesome, yeah. Hour, day, total, and then a reset. So what would be cool? Yeah, he's doing the reset. Every time you updated the log, it'd be nice just to write it to local storage, and then when this initializes, just read from local storage, and that way you could keep track how long it was running for. That's awesome. So let's go back here. 35. Let's see how much. I found 1 sandstone in 1 minute, or 2 minutes. So I think this is really cool. I'll say it again. IQRPG.guide down at the bottom. Yeah, I realize I've got a better way to shrink this. Let's see. But not. There you go. Click on user scripts down there at the bottom of the left-hand menu. Then you're going to go over. There's going to be a link. At the moment, it says battle stats, but I'll go ahead and change that right now so that this is a bit more descriptive. In fact, I'll probably move it. I don't know. This is almost better than the audio script one. But you're going to go here and install. You're going to want to, whether you're in Firefox or Chrome, you're going to look for an extension that is Grease Monkey, I think, Tamper Monkey. This site is called Greasy Fork. It is for running additional scripts in your browser when you visit a website. So I'll just say as a caveat, you can do there can be malicious stuff. There can be stuff that you wouldn't want to run. So don't just install anything from here. This is what I like, the transparency of the site. You guys, can you see it? Yeah. So every site here allows you to inspect the code and see, where is this script allowed to run, and you can look at the code and see what it's allowed to do. You can see the history of when Coastis has worked on this, and the nature of what it is. Give him some feedback. Give him, tell me he's done a great job with this. It's incredibly helpful to folks. I think this is really, really cool. I'm up to 4 sandstone. That's not bad. It's forecasting me to find 1,500 today, which would be hilarious. Can say, at least for me, keeping the drop information after game is refresh is super important. Probably can't have much use of the script if it only has a counter running for small 24 hours. I just dropped a trinket. It says gather and trinket in total white. Yeah. So yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah, especially with the trinkets, you're going to want to, I'll say this, Coastis, you're going to want to go one step further and not just look at the text, but also look at the rarity of the trinket. So that are these, right? Are these what is it? Rare, epic, legendary, or mythic, right? And those are all going to be different. But this is a great start. I mean, my gosh, this is fantastic. Let's see. Where's the config for it? What's this multi-thread ops? There's config in the script. Only thing I should see in game, pretty much. Let me just say. So I'd like everyone, give it a try. Just come here to the guide site. We'll go ahead and upload this video too to give this sort of overview of this trinket. Of this script. I think this will be really helpful. It works for battlers and gatherers. It's just going to track everything that pops into your log. It should track when the action bonus goes off and keep track of the number of keys you're getting. Right now, I've done a dungeon, I've done battling, I've done the abyss, and I've done gathering. Oh my gosh! Let's try crafting. The crafts weren't in the exclusion. This would be funny. Does it keep track of how many things I craft? Let's see. Definitely a good start. Yeah, and Dungeoneers. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Dungeoneers. Yep. It did. It kept track of the rune. That's awesome. So it's parsing the log. So it's going to pick up everything. Potions, runes. It picks up the attributes, right? It was finding dodge. It doesn't pick up mastery yet, and skills. For a new player starting out, I think that's okay. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I think at this point, like 3 years into this game, like I'm not gaining mastery or skill all that often, and I don't know that having it appear in the log is going to be that. Like, I don't care nowadays. Like, I'm expecting like 1 mastery point every like few days. So, but I am much more interested in how many sandstone I'm getting in a day, marble. Things like that. It would also help to validate my trinket calculators, right? Because here it is. This is the thing actually tracking how often people are getting it. This could actually keep track of it. And if we get to the point where this is like, what I really love about this, IQRPG, unlike some of the other ones, like Queslar, doesn't have an API. It'd be really cool, with complete player opt-in, like have a button on there that was like report data. It would be really cool if we actually collected and collated folks' drops to actually, I mean, there's so many variables there that go into your drop rate and stuff like that, but it would be an interesting like data science, like either visualization or just to grind through that a little bit. What are folks getting? How often are things dropping? I don't know that IQRPG actually has enough drops that would warrant that type of project, as opposed to like a much larger MMO. But I just think it's just fun. Now you have, you have this log, you have this log parser. You can really start to look at what's dropping, how often, what are folks finding, and I guess to my thought a moment ago, when we talk about the resource calculator, when we talk about the trinket generator, the trinket calculator, all those things are hypothetical based on a formula, right? This is the actual end part of the equation, what folks are seeing in the game. It would be nice to let this run, for a month, collect the data from folks, and actually see, hey, how close was the calculator to reality, right? So, hey, and Coastis is in chat. Awesome. Does it pick up destroyed jewels from jewel crafting as frags? I don't know that. I can destroy a jewel, can't I? What do? I go here. I go joules. I just hit deconstruct. 500 gem fragments. It did not appear in the log. Okay, so that is, you'd have to bind on to something else, Coastis. It's not in the log. It'd be interesting if you could do a listener or something for those little modals for when they pop up. It would also be interested, like, I'm so curious how many bosses we miss, or I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, if you were to look into binding onto the little toast messages, what else you could throw in here. But anyway, yeah. So the deconstruction from a joule does not get picked up by this because it does not go it does not go into the log. I haven't tested joule frags. I could add persistence to it though. So yeah, I think the persistence is great. Yeah, throw it in local storage. That good. You can destroy a joule, but was mostly wondering if you can craft a joule, which is on auto destroy. Does it show the joule as G frags, or does the auto destruct of the joule? If those go into the log, then yes, this would pick it up. At this moment, I'm not going to craft a joule because I have 0 joules, and I'm just gonna ride that one out as long as I can, just to be weird. That's the leaderboard that I'm not gonna craft a joule. Yeah, go ahead and try it. If it ends up in the log, this thing should catch it, because yeah, we didn't see it in the exclusion. So anyway, I'm just gonna mention it one more time, and then I think we'll go ahead and end the video. I just wanted to do this I just wanted to make a video to showcase Coastis' script. I think it's something everyone should check out. This is super cool. So you install it, you get again, the IQRPG.guide site. Click user scripts, battle stats. If you go there now, I'll change it to IQRPG stats. And then in your left-hand menu, you have this. So it's keeping track total for sandstone and ruins. I have 5 of each that I've crafted. Or sorry, 5 sandstone I've found, 5 runes I've crafted. Total in the last 12 minutes. It's projecting over the next hour. That's how many I would get over the next day. This is how many I'd get. That would make sense if I was... Actually, yeah, that's pretty cool. If you were to craft runes for an hour, yeah, then you would have a full hour of data. And then if it was going to just multiply that by 24, then you'd have, hey, roughly this is how many you'd get in a day. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It shows up as G-frags. All right, so there's our answer. If you are... Okay. I only had 3 joules to test with, so I may have missed something there. Yeah. The test server is always fun too to test this out on. And then yeah, I can send you. I have like 10,000 sapphires. The sapphire market is ridiculous. Like, 3,000 fast sapphires. That's all I have. Do I have some on the market? I have 10,000 on the market, which will never sell, because you can pretty much buy the sapphire for the same cost as like 2 frags now. I only have 32,000. Yeah, use the test server too. You'll go a lot faster. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to do today. Thanks everyone.